Hello everyone, my name is Ozerozos and welcome to another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different. I've been playing as the engineer a lot lately. Like, that's pretty much the only class I've been playing. And I think it's going to be my new main. Like, I used to be medic. I used to always play medic. I actually used to play competitive TF2 on TF2 Center. It isn't really competitive TF2, but it's like an introduction to it or whatever. You can just play lobbies with people that aren't completely bad at the game. So I used to play medic pretty much all the time, but now I pretty much switched all the way to engineer. It's really the only class I play nowadays. Because, like I said, I quit TF2 for around 2 to 3 months. As of late, if you watched my last video, last TF2 video rather, you would know that. And so I wanted to come back and like try to pick out a different play style since I haven't played it in so long. Maybe so that it'll help me want to play the game more often. And so I tried out the engineer, and I've never really liked playing as the engineer because I find him pretty boring to play as. Because I just always thought that, you just gotta keep on making teleporters 24/7, or else the team will just get mad at you. That's pretty much technically what it is. I mean, all you really do is just build buildings. But I like that. Like, I used to hate it a lot, but nowadays, like, it's really just a nice change of pace. Like, in my opinion, the engineer is like one of the most different class of that made no sense at all. Like, the engineer is probably like the most unique class in all the classes. Most people will probably say the spy is the most unique because you can cloak and disguise. But the engineer, I mean, you can make these gigantic sentry guns and just completely wreck the entire team. Like the engineers, I think they don't get enough credit than what they get. Like, you don't really realize if you say you're like a soldier main or a demo main, then you don't really ever think about the engineer. They just always have a teleporter. But do you have any idea how much harder TF2 would be if it weren't for engineers building teleporters? Like, if you're not a good rocket jumper, a sticky jumper, it takes God forever to get across the map to actually see people again. And with the help of the engineers, you can get there within seconds. And it's just a really cool thing. And engineers just don't get enough credit, like I said. I mean, they pretty much carry an entire team without even trying to. Because teleporters are just so useful. And especially on red team, they can hold off points. I'm talking about payload, because I only play payload. You can completely guard a cart very easily with a sentry gun, and I mean, if you use the rescue wrangler, what is that gun called? Am I being stupid? Isn't it called rescue wrangler? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. The one that shotgun you can use as the engineer that repairs buildings. And that thing's actually really, really, really good. Like, you can pretty much never have a sentry gun die as long as you just play it smart. But eventually, you can't just stay like sentry gun forever, or else like a spy will just backstab you. But I mean, if you play engineer right, like, I mean, you can pretty much never die. Like, I've gone like ton of matches without even dying once. Like, say on especially on red team. Like, the only way you can really die as an engineer on red team if you're actually playing half decently is if you just get backstabbed by a spy. But hopefully you have a friendly pyro they're helping you. Like, pyros are engineer's best friend. I mean, if you play pyro or you play engineer, then you need to get you like a friend that's the mains pyro or engineer, and then just play together, because that's a really, really strong combo. Because the pyros, I mean, if you're playing as engineer and you have a friend that's a pyro, you're pretty much never ever going to die, because pyros are just so good at spy checking. So they're just really helpful, and I recommend the playing style because it's really cool actually. And I also like to use the engineer on blue team, because most people don't really think engineer is very helpful on blue team on payload, because you can't really make level 3 sentry guns. They won't be very helpful. You can like build them up at spawn and then just bring them to a battlefield, but the cart moves so fast, you would have to just move it all the time and never really get any kills. So for the most part, I just use the mini sentry for blue team. And the mini sentries aren't overpowered. Like I've said this before in an older TF2 commentary, they're just annoying. They're not overpowered at all. If you think a mini sentry is overpowered, then your argument is just invalid. It's just not. I mean, as someone that mains engineer and someone that used to hate engineers and I would never play engineer, like, they aren't overpowered. They're just not. If anything, level 3 sentries overpowered. Like, they're ridiculous. But Then again, they're actually pretty easy to take down if you're not completely horrible at the game. You know, just Uber, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get it unless the engineer is really good or you have more than one there repairing it. And that's basically it for this commentary, I believe. I just want to talk about my experiences with TF2 lately, and I do have some ideas for a new series. I haven't been able to record it this weekend, sadly, because next week I have to get my wisdom teeth removed, so I don't really know how that's going to affect my video making process, but I just want to get out a lot of little short commentaries like this. I'll probably make another one. I don't really know, to be quite honest with you. But hey, only time will tell. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye, and have a great day.